and welcome to our channel Knowledge Hub. Friends, subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon for the latest update. Today we're gonna start with your quantitative aptitude, and this is your class 12. As I told you, we had done your 11 classes here in quantitative aptitude, and this is your the Knowledge Hub class. As I told you about, this is your the channel. We have Knowledge Hub, and that is the arithmetical ability we are dealing with, where we will have to start it with the decimal fraction, which we had start in the last class, and we had talked about the basics formulas, and as well as we had done many more questions. We had done 26 questions there. Now today we'll start with 27th question of the sessions as well. And before starting with this, it's a huge request from my side to all the viewers, please go through with the subscribe button and please like, share and subscribe our channel, so that many and maximum people can get the information at once, and even though you can also enjoy the video as well. In the same cases, other than decimal fraction, we had done your operations on numbers and LCM and SCF of numbers in quantitative aptitude of arithmetical ability. This is the third topic, which is decimal fraction. We have to do it. Let's go ahead for the sessions here. The questions we have is to express as vulgar fraction. We have to express as vulgar fraction, and the question is 0.37, and that is in 37 there is a bar here. So while solving this, what we have to do it in the same case, that is when we are removing this bar, it is 2 we have, so the bar, the 2 contents will put we increase in denominator the 2 nines here as well, and that will be the right answer, which is 37/99 here. The other question has been arise is your 28th question of the session, and that we have is your 0.053 bar. So there have a 3 bar after the decimals here, so we can say that we'll just write the question here, that is your 53, and upon we have 3 bars here, or 3 numbers, so we'll increase 3 9 as well. So that is 53/999. Now we'll go ahead with other one, and that is the third question that we have to another one that of third question of the session, which is your 29th question of the session that we have to talk about it, and which the question we have is your, that is 3.142857. This is the value of pi, which is 22/7. When we are solving it out, you will find the value this only, and that has been repeating twice, thrice, and that has been increasing as well. If you can see here, यहाँ पे डेसिमल से पहले ज़ीरोस थे, सो वी जस्ट सिंपली डू इट, बट यहाँ पे ज़ीरो नहीं है, यहाँ पे 3 है, सो विल डू इट इन अ डिफरेंट मैनर, which is what we'll do it, 3 को हम अलग ले लेंगे, and that is the remaining one will do the same as well, which is your 0.142857, that we have a bar here. The same case we'll do it, that is your 3 plus and 142,857. When we remove the bar, what we'll get is the 9 here. So how many numbers here itself? 1 2 3 4 5 6, so 6 nines as well, that to be increased in denominator. 1 2 3 4 5 and 6 here. So according to that, we will be going ahead with the solution. So it will be 3 when we'll add on 3 here, so we'll get the fraction, that is in a mixed fraction, which is 3.142857 upon, and the 6 times 9, 1 2 3 4 5 and 6 here as well. Now we will go ahead with other question, which is your 30th question of the session, and these all we have to express as vulgar fraction. Now we'll have to express as a vulgar fraction as well, and that the other question we have is your 0.17. यहाँ पे सिर्फ 7 पे बार है, as you can see here, यहाँ पे पूरे पे बार था, the after the decimal we have, but here it is only on 7 here, that is a bar is being placed. So we'll do it in a different manner as well, which is what we'll do it is 17 minus 1 upon, and that will increase 9 here for this, and then 90. So what we will get, 17 minus 1 is just 16 upon 90, and when we'll solve it out, we'll go ahead, that is 2 8s are 16, and 2 that is your 2 4s are 8, and 2 5s are 10. So that is your 8/45, because it will not reduced in the smallest part here as well, because this is only the smallest part here. So that is your the answer will be 8 upon 45. Now we'll go ahead with other question that what we have to talk about it, which is your the 31st question of the session here. The question is 0.053 and the bar is all in 053 here. So for that we will do no, so the question is that 0.5 we had done this. Okay, not this, we have 0.1254 and the bar is on 54 here. So for that we will be doing what we'll do it, that is 1254 and we have minus 12 here, that is another number which is not having bar, upon, and that is 9. We have a 2 bar, 2 on 2 numbers, so that is 2 9 and then 2 zeros as well, that because it had concluded the 4 numbers here after the decimal. So after this 1254, 4 minus 2 is 2, 5 minus 1 is 4 and then 2 and 1. So 1242 upon 9900 here, and that is one. We'll solve it out as well. So here we go ahead, and that we will be finding out as well. So that will be here 69 upon 550. That will be the right answer for this question as well. We will go ahead with further one, and that's what we have to talk about the another question here, and which is your the 32th question of the session, and the question itself we have is your 2.536. we have a bar on 6 here as well, so that we will solve it out and that to find out as well. So here we go ahead, which is your we are going to solve it like that only. We will exclude the 2 here, and then after that we'll do the after the decimal we'll do the same process, and after that we'll proceed with it. So that is your 2 plus 0.536 and we have a bar on 6 equals to 2 plus, that is 536 minus 53, and that is upon 900 here. So that is in 2 zeros here being increasing, and for that we have here, that is your 2 plus 483 upon 900, and which is equals to 2 plus, when we'll cancel it out we will get here, that is your, that is 161 upon 300, and that the mixed fraction will get here, and which is 161 upon 300. That will be the answer here for the question, and that cannot be reduced to its next form. That what we have to go ahead. The other question we will solve it out, and that is your the 33rd question of the session, and what we have to go ahead as well. So here we go ahead, which is your 33rd question of the session. The 33rd question of the session we have to simplify. So in simplification, that we have to go ahead, and the question is 0.05 into 0.05 into 0.05 plus 0.04 into 0.04 into 0.04 upon, that is 0.05 into 0.05 minus 0.05 into 0.04 plus 0.04 into 0.04, and this has been asked in IGNO examination paper, and that is also an important one. So we'll go ahead and we'll find out the solution as well. So for this, as you can see, this is a pattern what they are following. The given expression is as follows, like as a cube plus b cube upon a square minus ab, and plus b square. This is in the form of the given expression is in the form of, and where we can say that a equals to 0.05 and b equals to 0.04. So according to that, the answer for this we have the expression is your a plus b. A plus b is equals to this, so that I can say that the formula we will find out 0.05 plus 0.04, which we have a and b here itself, and when we'll add in on 5 plus 4 is your 9, 0.0. So the answer will be 0.09 here. That will be the right answer for this question as well. Now we will go ahead with other question that what we have to talk about it, and that is also an important question in reference towards all these particular questions. And because all these questions are different from one another, and you have to be focused on it when you are going through with that. And other than that, if I'm going ahead with the questions, so it is very genuine that you have to go ahead and that is you have to solve it out as well. So let's go ahead with other question, and that we have here, which is your 34th question of the session. So the question, according to the question will talk about, I will be giving you the types that is like in the form of objective type questions. So I will be giving you the options as well, so you have to solve by your side. And if you have any difficulty while solving it out as well, I am giving you the solution as well for the question. But it's a huge request that you will do by your own side, so that you will get to know that are you able to solve it out or not. So the question is, the fraction we have, which is 101 2 power 7 upon that we have a 1 and 5 zeros. Okay, so this is a question here in this in decimal form. So this is a fraction, you have to form you have to find out in decimal form, that what we have to find out. So I will give you the option as I told you. I will talk about as in the form of objective type questions. So the options first is 0.01027. The B option is 0.10127. The C option is 101.00027, and the D options we have 101.00027 here. So according to that we have to solve it out, and for that sake we will go ahead here, and that's the solution, and you have to do by your own side. So let's go ahead with the solution here. That is 101 to 27 upon 1 0 0 0 0 and 0 here, that is equals to, we'll take 101 alone, 101 plus what will do it, 27 upon, we have here it is your that is the 5 zeros, 0 0 0 0 and 0, that is equals to 101 plus, so there are the zeros we have, which we have 5 zeros here, so 2 zeros will be increasing here, and that is the 3 zeros are outside it, so it is 0 0 0 2 7 1 2 3 4 5, so it will remove the denominator zeros here as well. In the same cases, when we'll add it on, what we'll get is 101.00027. that will be the right answer for the question as well. Now we will go ahead, and that is another one, which is your 35th question of the session, that what we have to talk about it, and which is another question as well. So here we go ahead, and that is you have to, as I told you, you have to be focused on when you are going to solve all these particular questions as well, and that is also plays an important role. The other question is, that is when point 36 is written in simplest fraction form, the sum of the numerator and the denominator is. So we'll go ahead with the question, which is your 35th question of the session, and that is when point 36 is written in simplest fractional form, the sum of the numerator and the denominator, that is the options we have 15, 45, 114 and 135 as well. So here that we go ahead, and that we'll go ahead with the solution as well. In this, while solving it out, what we'll get it here. So here we go ahead with the solution, that is the 35th question of the session. The question solution is 0.36 that is your equals to 36 upon, we'll remove the decimal, will increase the zeros, which is equals to 9 upon 25, that is your we have is your 9 upon 25, and so we can say that sum of numerator and denominator equals to 9 plus 25. So 9 plus 25 is your 34. So the answer will be the 34 here. We will go ahead with other one, which is your 36th question of the session, and that we have here, which is that what we have to solve it out as well, and that is the another question: what decimal of an hour is in a second? So that what we have to talk about it. So what decimal of an hour is a second? So that what we have to find out. The options I told you: 0.0025, 0.0256, 0.00027, and 0.000126 as well. So in the same case we have to solve it out, and that we have to find out. So here we go ahead, and that we have a solution. So here in the same case that as I told you about it, and I will go ahead. The C option we have is your that is 0.00027 and 0.000126 here. So we go ahead, and that is required decimal will find out. Required decimal equals to 1 upon 60 into 60, that is equals to 1 upon 3600. This is for minute conversion, this is for the second conversion. We'll get 0.00027. That will be the right answer for this question as well. We'll go ahead with other question, which is your the 37th question of the session, that we have to talk about it, and that the question is: if 47.2506 equals to 4a plus 7 upon b plus 2c plus 5 upon d plus 6e, that is with same case, then the value of we have to find out, and the value of what that is your 5a plus 3b plus 6c plus d plus 3e, and that has been asked in your SSC examination paper, so that is not that much easy. And the options for this we have is your 53.60003, and the second option is 53.603. C option is 153.6003, and the D option is 213.0003 here. So we'll go ahead with the solution of this as well. That is the another one, which is we'll talk about it here. That is 4a plus 7 upon b plus 2c plus 5 upon d plus 6e is equals to 47.2506. And for that, 4a plus 7 upon b plus 2c plus 5 upon d plus 6e, which is equals to 40 plus 7 plus 0.2 plus 0.05 plus 0.006. And so that comparing the terms here, comparing the terms on both sides, we get, so here we go ahead, so that we have here, which is your on comparing it both side, which is 4a equals to 40 and 7 upon b equals to 7, and 2c is equals to 0.2, 5 upon d is equals to 0.05, and 6e is equals to 0.0006. and for that here, that is your a equals to 10, B equals to 1, C equals to 0.1, D equals to 100, and E equals to 0.0001 here. And for that we can say here 5A plus 3B plus 6C plus D plus 3E, which is equals to, that is 5 into 10 plus 3 into 1 plus 6 into 0.1 plus 100 plus 3 into 0.0001. And so when we multiply 5 tens up, that is your 50 plus 3 into 1, which is your 3, and plus 6 into 0.1 is your 0.6, and when 100 is itself is 100 plus 3 into 0.0001, so that is equals to 0.0003, and that will add and on will get 153.6003 here. So that will be the right answer for this question here. We'll go ahead with further one. 38th question of the session, that what we have to talk about here is that the question is, which of the following has a fraction in ascending order. You have to tell it that कि कौन सा fraction जो है वो आपका ascending order में है. So I will write it down each every area, that is the fraction which is your 1 by 3, 2 by 5, 4 upon 7, 3 by 5, 5 upon 6, and 6 upon 7. This is an option A. The B one is your 1 upon 3, 2 upon 5, 3 upon 5, 4 upon 7, 5 upon 6, and 6 upon 7. The C one we have is your 1 upon 3, 2 upon 5, 3 upon 5, 5 upon 6, 4 upon 7, and 6 upon 7 as well. The D we talk about it, which is 2 upon 5, 3 upon 5, 1 upon 3, 4 upon 7, and 5 upon 6, and 6 upon 7 as well, which has been asked in your bank PO examination paper. That is also a very important one that we discussed here, and where we go ahead further and for the solution for this, that converting each of the given fraction into a decimal form, we will do it. Converting each of the given fraction into decimal form, we get, so what we get here is in the same case, that is like 1 upon 3 equals to 0.33, 2 upon 5 is your equals to 0.4, 4 upon 7 is equals to 0.57, 3 upon 5 equals to 0.6, 5 upon 6 is equals to 0.82, and 6 upon 7 is equals to 0.857 as well. So here in this that has been the fractions value, we will talk about it. And so clearly you can say that 0.33 is less than 0.4, less than 0.57, less than 0.6, less than 0.82, and that is less than 0.857. So we can say that 1 upon 3 is less than 2 upon 5, that is less than 4 upon 7, less than 3 upon 5, less than 5 upon 6, and less than 6 upon 7 as well. So that will be the answer here as follows, that the sequences 1 by 3 is less than 2 by 5, less than 2 by 4 by 5, 3 by 5, 5 by 6, and 6 by 7. So we have an option, that is your option A will be the right answer for this question. We can say that. Now we will go ahead, and that what we have to talk about it, which is another question, and that is your 39th question of the session here. So we'll go ahead with this. with the 39 question of the session, where we have to go ahead which of the following has a fraction in ascending order. इसे भी ascending order में find out करना है. And so we'll go ahead with the options as well. So that we have as your 2 by 3, 3 by 5, 7 upon 9, 9 upon 11, and 8 upon 9. The B option we have 3 upon 5, 2 upon 3, 9 upon 11, 7 upon 9, and 8 upon 9. This is the C option, 3 upon 5, 2 upon 3, 7 upon 9, 9 upon 11, and 8 upon 9. The D option, we have 8 upon 9, 9 upon 11, 7 upon 9, 2 upon 3, and 3 upon 5. And we have as well as that is E option as well. So we'll talk about for that as well. And this is a very important question because this has been asked in the NABERT examination paper. So the E options we have, the E option is your, which is 8 upon 9, 9 upon 11, 7 upon 9, and that is 3 upon 5, and 2 upon 3. This is, as I told you about it, which has been asked in your NABERT examination paper. So that is also an important paper respect towards the competition wise if I'm talking about. So where we go ahead with the solution, that what we have to solve it out. So in this, that converting each of the given fraction into the decimal form, that we did in the above. Converting each of the following given fraction into decimal form, we get what we'll get. 2 by 3 will represent as 0.66 in a decimal form. 3 by 5 is represented as 0.6. 7 upon 9 is equals to 0.77. 9 upon 11 equals to 0.81, and 8 upon 9 we have as your 0.88 here. So that is we have here, and for accordance to that, clearly we can say that 0.6 is less than 0.66, less than 0.77, less than 0.81. So we can say that here that the fraction we have is your 3 upon 5 is less than 2 upon 3, is less than 7 upon 9, less than 9 upon 11, and less than 8 upon 9 as well. So that is the sequence we have, which is 3 by 5 is less than 2 by 3, and 7 by 9, 9 by 11, and 8 by 9. So here with the same pattern what they had followed, we can go ahead with the options. That is your the options we have, that is your 3 by 5, 2 by 3, 7 by 9, 9 by 11, and 8 by 9. So that is the option C will be the right answer for this question here. Now we will go ahead with other question, and that is your the 40th question of the session, that what we have to talk about it. And that the question we have as follows, and in the same pattern we have that also we have to do it. Which of the following are in the descending order? We have to find out the value for the R that has been asked in RRB examination paper. So we'll go ahead with the 40th question of the session here. The 40th question of the session, and which of the following are in the descending order of the values that we have to find out. The options A is that is your the 5 upon 9, 7 upon 11, 8 upon 15, and 11 upon 17. The B option is 5 upon 9, 8 upon 15, 11 upon 17, and of course the 7 upon 11 here. We'll go ahead with the C option that we have, and that is your 11 upon 17, 7 upon 11, 8 upon 15, and 5 upon 9. The D options we have here is your 11 upon 17, 7 upon 11, 5 upon 9, and 8 upon 15. And that has been a very important question because this has been asked in RRB examination paper. So here for this we will be solving it out and we'll find out the value as well, and in the same cases we'll go ahead converting each of the given fraction into decimal form. We get, which is 5 by 9 is equals to 0.55, and 7 upon 11 is equals to 0.63, 8.15 equals to 0.533, and 11 upon 17 equals to 0.647. So clearly we can say that 0.647 is greater than 0.63, is greater than 0.55, greater than 0.533. So we can say that here the fraction, that is your 11 upon 17, is greater than 7 upon 11, greater than 8 upon 5 upon 9, greater than 8 upon 15 here. So we will go ahead with the other question, and that is your 41st question of the session, that what we have to talk about it, and which is also an important question here. So we'll go ahead with 41st question of the session. The question is, what is the difference between the biggest and the smallest fraction among 2 by 3 and 3 by 4, which has been asked in CBI examination paper. So that is, what is the difference between the biggest and the smallest fraction among 2 by 3, 3 by 4, 4 by 5 and 5 by 6. This has been asked in your CBI examination paper. That is also an important one. For this, the options we have is your 1 by 6, 1 by 12, 1 by 20 and 1 by 30. So we will go ahead with solution as well, and that what we have to solve it out, and which is to converting each of the given fraction into the decimal form. We'll get converting each of the given fraction into decimal form. What we get is your 2 by 3 equals to 0.66, 3 by 4 equals to 0.75, 4 by 5 equals to 0.8, 5 by 6 equals to 0.833. That is your the another one we have here in itself, that is your, since we can say that in a same pattern what they are following, and according to this we can say that 0.833 is greater than 0.8, is greater than that is 0.75, greater than 0.66. So we can say that 5 by 6 is greater than 4 by 5, then 3 by 4, then 2 by 3. So in the same case, the required difference equals to 5 by 6, which we have a greater one, this one and this one, so minus 2 by 3. When you take LCM of 6 and 3, you will get 6, and it is your 5, and that is 3 2s are 6, so 2 2s are 4, that is 5 minus 4, so you will get 1 by 6 here. That will be the answer, and that what we have to go ahead as well. Let's go ahead with other question that we have is your 42th question of the session, and that we have to go ahead. So 42th question of the session here, which is, which part contains the fractions in ascending order, that we have to talk about it. So let's go ahead with option 11 upon 14, 16 upon 19 and 19 upon 21. The B options we have is your 16 upon 19 and that is 11 upon 14 and 19 upon 21. The C options we have is your, which is your 16 upon 19, 19 upon 21 and 11 upon 14. The D option we have 19 upon 21, 11 upon 14 and that is your 10 upon 19 here. So for that we have to talk about it and we have to solve it out as well. So here we go ahead and that to solving a 42th question of the session here, and that we have as follows. So here clearly 11 upon 14 equals to 0.785, 16 upon 19 is equals to here, which is your 0.842, 19 upon 21 equals to 0.904. So we can say that 0.785 is less than 0.842 is less than 0.904. So can say that 11 upon 14 is less than 16 upon 19 is less than 19 upon 21. So this will be the sequence that we have to find out here. We'll go ahead with other question that we have as your 43rd question of the session here, and that what we have to talk about it. So 43rd question of the session here, in this, that is which of the following fraction is the smallest. आपको बताना है कौन सा fraction जो है वो सबसे ज़्यादा smallest है. The option A is 13 upon 16. The B option is your 15 upon 19. C option is 17 upon 21. And the D option we have is just 7 upon 8. And this has been asked in SSC examination paper. So that is also an important one here itself. So we'll go ahead with the solutions. So we have 13 upon 16 is equals to 0.8125. 15 upon 19 is equals to 0.7894. 17 upon 21 is equals to 0.8095. And 7 upon 8 is equals to 0.875. And then so we can say that since 0.7894 is the smallest, so 15 upon 19 is the smallest. So 15 upon 19 is your B option that we have here itself, and in the this one, this is your option A will be the right answer. Okay, so here we go ahead with other question that we have to talk about it, which is your the 44th question of the session here, and that we have to deal with it, and that is your the question is your 44th question of the session. Let's go ahead with that. With a 44th question of the session, that what we have to talk about it, and that is we'll talk about which of the following fraction is greater than 3 by 4 and less than 5 by 6. So that we have to talk about it, and which is here. So here we go ahead with the question, and that is which of the following fraction is greater than 3 by 4 and less than 5 by 6. This is very important question because this has been asked in SSC examination paper. For this we have an option 1 by 2, 2 by 3, 4 by 5 and 9 by 10. We'll go ahead with solution that what we have to find out. So here that is your the 3 by 4 equals to 0.75, 5 by 6 equals to 0.833, 1 upon 2 is equals to 0.5, 2 upon 3 is equals to 0.66, 4 upon 5 equals to 0.8, and 9 upon 10 equals to 0.9. So clearly we can say that 0.8 lies between 0.75 and 0.833 here. So we can say that 4/5 lies between 3/4 and 5/6. So that will be here itself. We'll go ahead with other question, which is your the 45th question of the session, that what we have to talk about it. And that we have is which is as follows, that the question is, which of the following fraction is less than 7/8 and greater than 5/6, greater than, or that is your 1/3. That we have to find out. The options we have: 1/4, 23/24, 11/12, and 17/24. So here we go ahead with the solutions as well, and that we have as follows. That is, we'll talk about 7/8 here, which is equals to 0.875. 1/3 is equals to 0.333. That is your where the case we have 1/4. We'll go ahead, and that is your 1/4 equals to 0.25. 23/24 equals to 0.958. 11/12 is equals to 0.916, and 17/24 is equals to 0.708. So clearly we can say that here 0.708 lies between 0.333 and 0.875, where 17/24 lies between 1/3 and 7/8. So that will be the answer here. We will go ahead with other question, that what we have to talk about it, which is another one is your 46th question of the session here. So in the 46th question of the session, that we talk about it, which is, which of the following numbers does not lies between 4/5 and 7/13. So we'll go ahead with that as well. Which of the following numbers does not lie between 4/5 and 7/13? The options we have is your 1/2, 2/3, 3/4, and 5/7. You can solve it by your own side, and so that will get. So here we go ahead, and that is your 4/5 equals to 0.8, 7/13 equals to 0.53, 1/2 equals to 0.5, 2/3 equals to 0.66, 3/4 equals to 0.75, and 5/7 that we have equals to 0.714. So on that same cases, we can say that clearly 0.5 does not lie between 0.53 and 0.8. So we can say that 1/2 does not lie between 4/5 and 7/13 as well. That will be the right answer for this question here. We will go ahead with other one, that what we have to talk about it, and that is the another one. And in the same cases, this is the 47th question of the session, that what we have to discussed here, and that we have as follows. The 47th question of the session we have as well, and which is here, that is the arrangement of rational number. The arrangement of rational number minus 7/10, 5/-8, and 2/-3 in ascending order. So we'll have to solve it out. The arrangement of rational numbers minus 7 upon 10, 5 upon minus 8, 2 upon minus 3 in ascending order. The options for this I will give you. The option A is 2 upon minus 3 and 5 upon minus 8 and minus 7 upon 10. The B option we have 5 upon minus 8 and minus 7 upon 10 and 2 upon minus 3. The C option is minus 7 upon 10, 5 upon minus 8 and 2 upon minus 3. The other question is, the option is that is minus 7 upon 10, 2 upon minus 3 and 5 upon minus 8 as well. So we'll go ahead with the solution here, and that we have, which is minus 7 upon 10 equals to minus 0.7, 5 upon minus 8 equals to minus 5 upon 8, which is equals to 0.625, 2 upon minus 3 equals to minus 2 upon 3, that is equals to minus 0.66. So since minus 0.7 is less than minus 0.66 is less than minus 0.625, so we can say that minus 7 upon 10 is less than 2 upon minus 3 is less than 5 upon minus 8 here. So that will be the right answer, and that will be the sequence here itself. Let's go ahead with other question that we have, and that is the 48th question of the session, that what we have to talk about it here. That is another question, as I told you, which is your 48th question of the session here. The question we have is that is 337.62 plus 808.591 plus 34.4, that is equals to, that we have to find out, which has been asked in SSC examination paper. And the options for this is your 370.611 and 380.511, 380.611 and 426.97, that what we have to find it out. So here we go ahead with the solution for this, and that is to be as follows for this, and which is we have to go ahead, and that is your 337.62, 8.591, and that is your 34.4. So we'll add in on here, it is 1, 9 plus 2 is your 11, 1 here, 1 carry, 6 plus 6 is your 12, and 12 plus 4 is 16, 6 here, 1 carry, and that is your 8 plus 8 16, 16 plus 4 that is we have your 20, and that is your 0, 2 carry, and 2 plus 3, that is your 5, and 5 plus 3 is your 8, and the 3. So the answer will be 380.611, 380.611, that will be the right answer for this question as well. We'll go ahead with other one which we have to talk about it, which is your 49th question of the session here, and the question we have as follows: the value of 1 plus 1 plus 0.01 plus 0.001 is. So the options we have 1.001, 1.011, 1.003 and 1.111 here. So we will go ahead for that, and that will solve it out as well. So that is, we have as follows: 1.0 plus 0.1, 0.101 and 0.001. So we'll go ahead, and that will be the 1, and that is your 1.1. So the answer is 1.111. That will be the right answer for this question as well. We'll go ahead with the other one, and that is the 50th question of the session, that what we have to talk about it here. So 50th question of the session that we have, where we have the question that is your 34.95 plus 240.016 plus 23.98, which is equals to the question mark, that what we have to find out, and that has been asked in your bank PO question paper that we have to talk about it. So let's go ahead with the solution for this, and that we have as follows. And for this that is we have, and that is your 34.95 to 40.016 and 23.98. we will add an on.
Yes, sir.
That is we have here, which we will go ahead the 609.892. so the answer we will get 298.946. we will go ahead with other question, that is your 51st question of the session, that what we have to talk about it here as well, and that is also an important question. As I told you, this has been asked in bank PO question paper. This is also an important one here. So we'll start with the 51st question of the session as well. In the same cases, we go ahead, and that is the question we have is your 617 plus 6.017 plus 0.617 plus 6.0017, that is equals to, which we have to find out. The options for this is 6.2963, 62.965, 629.6357. None of these. This question has been asked in MBA examination paper, which is also an important one, that what we have to talk about it, and that will solve it out as well. That is we will be going ahead, and that is your 617.00, and this is your that is 6.017 and 0.617 and 6.0017 as well. We'll go ahead, which is 7, then 7 plus 14 plus 1 15, 5 here, 1 carry, and then we have 6 plus 13 3 and 6 plus 6, this is 12 plus 7, it's 9 2 and 6. So 620 will get answered as 629.6357 we have. Let's go ahead with other one which we have to talk about it. That is your another question, and that is your 52th question of the session, and that we have is your 488.95 minus 32.006, which is equals to, that we have to find out. And this has been the question which has been asked in IBPS question paper. The options we have 16.089, 16.35, 16.89, 16.944 here. So we will solve for that, and as I told you many times in the examination paper, that all these questions will plays an important role when you are going ahead with the solution, so you have to be very careful about it. So that is we will be solving it out, which is 48.950 minus 32.006. we'll minus it out. 10 में 6 जाएगा is your 4, and 4 में 0 गया is your 4 itself, and then 9 में 0 गया is 9 itself, and then 8 में 2 गया is your 6, 4 में 3 गया is your 1. So that the answer will be 16.944 here. That is an answer here. We'll talk about it. That has been asked in your, that is your 53rd question of the session, and that what we have to talk about it. So let's go ahead with the question as well. In the same cases, the question we have which is your 792.02 plus 101.32 minus 306.76 is equals to the question mark. This question has been asked in the NABARD question paper, and that is also an important paper respect towards the competition wise. The options for this we have is your 586.58, and the B option is 893.34, 997.11 and 1200.10 here, that what we have to talk about it. So here we go ahead with the solution, that what we have to do it here. As I told you, this has been asked in your that is your NABARD examination paper. We'll go ahead, which is 792.02. First we'll add it on, then we'll subtract the answer. So here that is your 101.32. So 2 plus 2 is your 4, 0 plus 3 is your 3. So that is 2 plus 1 is your 3, 9 itself, and that then plus 1 is 8. So the answer is 893.34. So उससे हम माइनस करेंगे 306.76. So let's go ahead. 893.34 minus, will minus it out, 306.76. so 14 minus 6 gaya is your 8, then your 12 minus 7 gaya is your 5, then of course this is your 12, so 12 minus 6 gaya is your 6, and this is 8, so 8 here, and 8 minus 3 gaya is your 5. We had taken a carry here, this will be 14, this will be your the 12, because it gives the carry here, it will be also the 12 here, and then we'll cancel it out, and that will be 8 here becoming. So that is the answer here, that is 586.58 will be the right answer for this question as well. We will go ahead with the other question, and that is the another one, and which is also an important one here, and that we deal with it. So here we go ahead, and the question we have as follows, that is here the another one, and that is your the 54th question of the session, and the question is 12.1212 plus 17.0005 minus 9.11 102, that we have to find out. For this, which we have is your BSRB question paper. The options for this we have is your 20.0015, 20.0105, 20.0115 and 20.1015 as well. So we'll go ahead for the solution for this particular question as well. So here we go ahead. So for that, the given expressions we have 12.1212 plus 17.0005 minus 9.1102. So for that, we will add in on both, and then we'll subtract it this. So when we are adding it, we'll get to 29.1217 minus 9.1102. And that is your 9.110, and that is when we are going to subtract this, and then we'll find out the answer as well. So that will get is your 20.0115. that will be the right answer for this question as well. Let's go ahead with other question, that what we have to talk about it, which is the another question, and that is we have as follows, that is your 55th question of the session that we have to go ahead. So that is we'll talk about it. So 55th question of the session here, and in the same cases we have the question which is 892.7 minus 573.007 minus that we have, and that is for 95.007 is equals to the question mark, which we have to find out here, and that the options for this we have is 224.623, 224.777, 233.523 and 414.637, that we have to go ahead. And for that this has been the question which is very important, because these all types of question has been asked in the competition wise as well. So let's go ahead for the session, and that for the solution, before starting with the solution, the options we have 224.623, 224.777, 233.523 and 414.637 here. So let's go ahead with a solution, that what we have to solve it out with this with respect towards this question. That is, we have the given expression, we can say that the given expression is your 892.7 minus 573.07, and this is your that is also here, that is your plus 95.007, that is your minus it makes plus here, we'll take minus from outside, so it will be here becoming the plus as well. In the same cases, when we go ahead and then we will just add it on, and that is 892.7 that is we have, and minus the 668 8.077, then we'll add in on both, then we'll get here is this, and when we'll subtract from 892.7 minus 68.007, so we will get answer 47.95. that will be the right answer for this question. We can say that 47.95 will be the right answer here for the question. Let's go ahead. When we'll solve it out, 668, that is your the answer will get here. Sorry, the answer will get is your 224.623. that will be the right answer for this question. We will go ahead with 56th question of the session, and that what we have to talk about it, and that is another question here. 56th question of the session, and that we have here, which is the question we have 3,889 point plus 12.952 minus question mark, and that is equals to 3854.002. This has been very important question because this has been asked in bank PO question paper, and for that we have an options here as well, which is 47.095, B option is 47.752, and the C option is 47.932, and the D option is 47.95. that what we have to talk about it. So here we'll solve it out as well, and that is also an important question here, and that we go ahead as follows. So let's go ahead with the solution. Let 3889 plus 12.952, this question mark will letting as x equals to 3854.002 here. For that, then we'll do it. X equals to 138.009 plus 341.981 minus 146.305 plus 123.6. When we'll further solve it out, we'll get 479.99, that 479.99. we will add in on to minus 269.905, we will add on to. When we'll subtract this, we will get, that is here in the same cases with the same reference towards it, if I'm talking about here. And when we'll add in on, we'll get the different one here as well, and the same pattern but we are going to have it. That is your x equals to 3854.002 here, and then we have x equals to, this is not that is your x equals to 3889 plus 112.952 minus, that is your 3854.002 equals to 3901.952, and that is your minus, we will get 3854.002. When we subtract these two, we will get 47.95. that will be the answer here for the question. We will go ahead with other question, and that what we have to talk about it, which is your the 57th question of the session, and that we will be having here as well. So in the same cases, the question we have 57th question of the session, that we will talk about it, and this has also been very important. As I told you, this has been asked in bank PO question paper. The question we have 138.009 plus 341.981 minus 146.305 equals to 123.6 plus question mark. This has been a very important question because this has been asked in bank PO question paper as well, and in the same cases the options for this we have 120.085, 120.85, 220.085, and none of these. So we have to find out the answer here as well. In the same case, we have to see that whatever the pattern what they are following, we have to solve it out like that only. And in the same cases, we will go ahead, let 138.009 plus 341.981 minus 146.305 equals to 123.6 plus x. When we'll solve it out, x equals to, that is 138.009, and that is plus 341.981 minus 146, that is we have 0.305 plus 123.6, and when we'll go ahead further it, and that is your 479.99 minus 269.905 will get 210.085. that will be the right answer for this question as well. Now we will go ahead with other question that what we have to talk about it, which is the another one, and that is your 58 question of the session that we have to deal with it. So 58 question of the session that what we have to talk about it here. In this question, that the question we have is your 832.58, that is your minus 242.31 equals to 729.84 minus that is we have an equal sign. This has been very important question because this has been asked in BSRB examination paper here, and that we'll talk about it. For the options for this we have is your 179.57, 199.57, 295.05, and none of these. And for that we have to solve it out as well, and that is also an important question in reference towards if I'm talking about while solving it out all these questions. So in the same references you have to answer it out, figure it out, and then you have to answer it out as well, and according to that whatever the question that they had asked you. And so here we go ahead with solution that we have to deal with it, and which is the another one, and that we have here as follows, which is your the solution of this particular question. We have let 832.56 minus 242.31 equals to 779.84 minus x here, and in the same cases we can say that then x equals to that we have, which is 779.84 plus 242.31 minus 832.58. So we can say that 1022.15 minus 832.58 and equals to 189.57 here. That will be the right answer for this question that we have to go ahead. Let's go ahead with other question that what we have to talk about it, and which is the another next question, and that we have to deal with it, and which is your the 59th question of the session. But I think we will stop here so that it will give you the solutions of the next coming class. But yes, we'll do one more question, and then after that we'll switch it out, and then we'll end up with as well. So that is your the another question is your 59th question of the session, and the questions we have as follows. That is your what will come in place of a question mark in the following equation. The equation you have to see about it, and then after that you have to tell that what will be the number will become that in place of the question mark. The equation we have is your, which is 54 point question mark 3, that is plus 543 plus 5.43 equals to 603.26. This has been asked in hotel management question paper if I'm talking about here. The option for this is your 5, 6, 8 and none of these. So we will go ahead with solution as well. So let's go ahead with the solution, which is let x plus 543 plus 5.43 equals to 603.26. So x equals to just 603.26 minus 543 plus 5.43. that is equals to 603.25 minus here, which is your 548.43, and that we have as answer, which is here as 54.6 here. That will be here that 54.883, that is, and that we can say that the missing digit we have is equals to 8 here. Now we will go ahead with the further question, that what we'll talk about it, and that is the another one, and that is your 27th question of the session, that what we have to talk about it, and hopefully this will be the last question of the session. That is your 60th question of the session, and that which of the following is equals to the 3.14 into 10 to the power 6, and this has been asked in hotel management question paper. So that what we have to find out, the options we have is your 314, 3140, 3140, that is 3, that is your 31 lakh 40,000 here, none of these. This has been asked in hotel management, as I told you about it, and I will solve it out as well. So that let's go ahead, and that is 3.14 into 10 to the power 6, which is equals to 3.140000 into 1000000 equals to 340,000 here. That will be the right answer for this question as well. So as I told you, we'll discuss here, that is your 60th question here. We will end up with this, and after that we will start with the next coming class, as I told you, and we'll discuss more questions in reference towards the decimal fraction. Other than quantitative aptitude, we are dealing with the reasoning here, where we had completed the verbal reasoning. In the verbal reasoning, we had completed your general mental ability and the logic reasoning, and we had started with non-verbal reasoning, where we had covered up the series topic, more than 1000 question, and even though we had started with analogy as well. Other than that, we are dealing with sociology, and hopefully the next coming class will be the last class of the sociology, and after that we are dealing with software engineering, the chemistry part. And in terms of quantitative aptitude, if I'm talking about, the quantitative aptitude has been divided into two sections, which is your arithmetical ability and the data interpretation. In arithmetical ability, we had done operations on numbers, SCF and LCMs of numbers, and we had started with decimal fractions, that we will completely share in the next coming class. After that, we will do with simplifications, square roots and cube roots, average, problems on numbers, problems on ages, surds and indices, percentage, profit and loss, ratio and proportion, partnership, chain rule, time and work, pipes and cisterns, and time and distance, problems on trains, boards and streams, allegations and or mixtures as well, simple interest. Other than that, that we are dealing here, and that is your compound interest, logarithms, area, volume, surface area, races and games of skills, calendars, clocks, stocks and shares. And even though we are dealing with the permutation and combination, probability, true discount, banker's discount, height and distance, and odd man out and series, that we'll discuss in the arithmetical ability, where is more than 35 topics that will deal with it. In the section 2, which is your data interpretation, in that what we have to cover up is your the tabulation part, bar graphs, pie chart, and a line graph as well. So that is this, it comes under the data interpretation here, and that is the section 2 of the quantitative aptitude that we deal with it. So first of all, it's a huge request from my side to all the viewers, please go through with the subscribe button, and please like, share and subscribe our channel, so that many and maximum people can get the information at once, and even though you can also enjoy the video as well, and even though you will be getting all that related videos, so that you are able to solve it out as well, and you will improve your quantitative aptitude as well as reasoning in an easy way here. So thank you, hope you enjoy this video. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up and give a suggestion in the comment box. Please like, share and subscribe to our channel, and thanks to all those subscribers who had supported us till the date, and because of your support we have reached till here, and we require more support from your side. So please like, share and subscribe our channel. Let's go ahead. Thank you.